Hi, I'm Roubina Khodadin. I'm an artist, a healer and a spiritual guide. This series is about how to start your spiritual journey in simple ways. If you haven't watched the first two parts, especially the first one, I invite you to do so, because in this section I will dig further regarding some of the things I mentioned, especially in the first video. So here we go. One of the very first things I said is that do sometimes treat your body as a sacred temple. Some people have written to me and said that they don't really like the word temple because it reminds them of religion. So whenever I'm talking to you and I'm putting words, they are words at the end of the day. You're here and we are here to go on a spiritual journey. So when a word that I say, or even the way I say things sometimes doesn't really suit you, just change the word and make it simple for you, right? Don't go thinking too far and too loud as to what is the secret message behind what I'm saying. My message isn't secret. All that I'm conveying comes from other realms, and they're there to help you in your journey. So if you don't like the word God or temple, just change it. Simple. So in the first video I mentioned to treat your body as a sacred space, and I have an online course which is about how to open up to our spirituality. At the moment it's only in French, so it's not accessible yet to English speakers, but anyway, people who do follow this course tell me sometimes that it is very hard for me to break some eating habits, or I don't know how to, or I don't know how to really listen to what my body is saying. So in this video I'll give you a couple of tips as to how to put in place little by little a few habits. So again, we are talking of very simple habits that you can put in place every day. So regarding what you eat, if for instance your habit is that you don't really like fruits, right? But you know that, yes, my body needs that. So don't do your head in about this. Just kind of say, okay, I'll try see whether there is one fruit, only one fruit, that with which I can find a link, maybe something that melts in the mouth, maybe something that I like in terms visually that I like. So do look at this in that kind of way, instead of thinking I have to change everything, because then we are not nourishing simplicity, because simplicity doesn't mean easy. If a spiritual journey was just totally easy, then we wouldn't be making videos about this, would we? Because everybody would be connected to their spirituality. So it is not necessarily easy. It's just about making little things day by day. So this is an example about how you can eat more fruits, for instance. I also said, I think, learn to listen to your body. Of course, what does that mean? That means that generally take the habit of being more relaxed in your body. What does that mean? Again, by, for instance, breathing. Not doing sessions of breathing or meditation. I don't mean you can't do that. I'm saying in the way that I'm teaching you, or I'm conveying the teachings that I have to do, because I'm not teaching you as Roubina directly, right? So in the way this teaching comes, it's about saying, well, how do I relax my body occasionally in the day, as opposed to doing just 1 hour of straight go meditation. So what do we do? One of the things, you can stop every now and again and breathe with your full body. Breathe in through the nose really, and out. If you do that a few times a day, even if you're sitting at the computer, I can guarantee you that some parts of your body will start feeling more relaxed, and maybe will start giving you some messages. And what kind of messages does the body give us? For instance, if we start feeling that we are starting to feel that we're catching a cold, then we listen to the message and say, oh, I am starting to feel that. So before catching the cold, just get on and take care of yourself. Just now there's lots of wind, and I am giving this example, and I'm probably telling myself as well, there is lots of wind, so maybe as soon as I finish, I'll get in and stay warm. Well, this is an example, breathing, and also when we feel that we're tensing our jaw, which is very common, then you can do that. You can do that, okay? You can, I know I look ridiculous, but I don't care. And just move. And we feel so much better. And the reason being that when we learn to release the body, when we learn to let go of some tension in the body, then the body can start to receive some messages from the divine, because the connection with the divine comes through subtle messages. Usually, generally, that's where it starts, and the body is something where it can give us some messages. An example: there are a couple of people that I guide in their journey, their spiritual journey, and they started telling me, well, you know, recently whenever I have a thought that is an intuition that is right, my hand starts to vibrate, for instance. So you see, you can get very simple messages. Or the opposite, if I go somewhere and I get my hands start feeling cold, then it means that maybe I'm being warned about something. So of course it doesn't mean that this is the same for everybody, because remember what I said in the first video, we are all unique, aren't we? So we learn to receive the messages, but one of the dimensions by which we receive is through the body. So this is why we start taking care of how we relax the body, how we move the body. That is, in your daily life, sometimes just imagine that you're like water and you move very fluid. Just that. You don't have to go 2 hours of sports a day to release, to get the body moving in a fluid way. It's just thinking of water, for instance, and just moving your head. Just that. Do that a few times a day and let me know how it goes in the comments in the future. Right, the other thing I mentioned in the first video was regarding the heart space. And in this video, I'd like to, this is the surprise I mentioned in the second video, and because in this video regarding the heart space, I'd like us, if you're up for it, to go to experiment something with me. So just we'll take a couple of minutes, and I'll guide you, and just do this little practice with me, for instance, right? So I'll leave the camera because it will be maybe easier for you if you close your eyes, or you don't see me, it might be easier. Just put your hands here and release your elbows. That's how we start. And I'll leave the camera and be back in a few seconds, and just follow my voice. So as you've got your hands here, just breathe in through the whole body. A big breathe in and breathe out, and again breathe in and breathe out. Now if you'd like to imagine a time where you felt really good, maybe where you felt really full of peace or joy or compassion or gratitude or love, whatever it is. Remember a time where you felt that. And when you remember this time, just let this feeling sink into you little by little, like a little perfume that sinks into you. Even if it's not very clear, just try think of this little perfume. And now as you breathe in, imagine you breathing in the perfume. And as you breathe out, you send this perfume to your heart space. And again, breathe in. And send this perfume into your heart space. And a couple more times. And out. And again. And out. And the next time as you breathe in and you breathe out, just say, yes, I am creating a little space within my heart for the divine. Breathe in and breathe out and imagine you're creating that space within your heart. And just little by little, if your eyes are shut, just open your eyes little by little, and I'll be back on the camera. So yes, within that space, within that heart area, we're creating space. And I invite you to nourish that space, at least to start with. That's one of the first steps, is to nourish that space, to create that space. And as you do that every now and again, maybe you might start feeling, you might be feeling happy, you might start even feeling sad. It can happen because the space of the heart has got many things that are stored within that. So don't worry if you start feeling things that you didn't think you would feel, all right? So it's just about breathing in and out and creating that space. So here we go regarding the heart space. It's the same thing as when you want to link up with somebody or with an animal or whatever, you would just make a bit of make a bit of connection with that person or that living thing. So this is what we're doing by nourishing that space. So I hope that this little practice has been helpful, and do come back to the video at this specific point and do it regularly, and leave me your comments if you've had some, if that has brought you something, or if you found it difficult, then do leave your comments. I might help and reply. The reason this heart space is important also is because it is where we can get connected to our soul on a very deep and powerful level, and this will be the subject of the next series of video. So thank you for listening and being with me. Do like this video, subscribe, and also click the notification bell, because if you subscribe you might not receive the notification, so do click the notification bell. And at the moment, as I mentioned, my course, my big powerful course, is in French, so I can't for now share this course with you, but we'll see in the future. Thank you for listening. Do share this video, and I'll see you soon. So just sending you lots of softness and love that's coming from all the spaces that accompany me in this journey with you. Thank you.